What up guys, it's JayFerGaming here and welcome to the highlights of round 13 in F1XL. We're in Great Britain for most of our home Grand Prix. We are recruiting new drivers, so if you're interested go to F1XL.co.uk, but here's the grid for the Great British race. Alex on pole, just from Fozzie, Bowie in third, myself in fourth, so close, teammate in eighth, and here we go. The tension's building. The sun is out surprisingly, and it looks like it's going to be a fully dry race, and I'm in fourth place on the option tyres, and looks like Bowie put in a great lap on the primes. But here we go, 4 lights, 5 lights, and we are away in Great Britain. Fozzie looks like he's got one of his traditional starts, not too good off the line, but I'm progressing up the gears far too quickly, so I'm losing a bit of speed, but I've kept in touch with the cars ahead, side by side with Fozzie. Looks like I'm going to have to go around the outside here, the long way around, but I've got the inside for turn 3. Nicely done, and looks like Linz has overtaken Fozzie as well. And Fozzie's looking really quick around here, so thinking from my perspective, that's a good thing. Sadly, I've used all my curves, so I probably won't be making a move on Bowie right now. But yeah, third place off the start. Pretty good. Up close in on Bowie, he goes a little bit wide. We're going side by side, going into maggots I think it's called, but we're a bit conservative on the first lap. We didn't want to make contact, so we backed out quite a bit, and Alex is building quite a lead from us two battling. I'm up to the rich mix. Sadly I've used all my curves, but Linz is closing in on both of us using the slipstream, and Bowie's lagging, which doesn't help. But a little tap from Linz there puts me off a little bit, but I'm still going. It's getting really tight around here. I lose concentration right here, so I had to dive up the inside, otherwise I would have smacked into the back of Bowie. I was in neutral there, which just bunched up all the cars behind, so it's really tight at the moment. Alex is getting away, and Bowie's getting away from me, but third place, pretty solid. And we're on lap 5 here. I am dropping back from Bowie, so I don't really have the greatest pace, but look at that. The leader of the race, the favourite, has disconnected, and it must have put Bowie off because he went a little bit wide there. But yeah, Alex is out, just like the favourite Matty in Singapore last race. Disconnected, so yeah, starting on pole is not a good thing at the moment, but I'm closing in on Bowie. He goes a little bit wide, my left front tyre is starting to wear. We're going to go side by side just like the first lap, but I'm feeling more aggressive at the moment, so I go for the overtake, and I think he backs off a little bit, and that's myself into first place. So nicely done. Into the standard mix, gonna try and pull away, but I've got DRS, so go back to lead, as I am going to pit at the end of lap 7 I think it is. So myself in first, Bowie down to second, and Fozzie's fought his way back up to third, and I'm running in the lead mix at the moment. The two cars behind are closing in. Bowie had DRS but could not overtake me there. So I just don't want to spin up my tyres too much because they are pretty worn shown here. My left front is taking a bit of a pounding, but I'm maintaining the lead, and I'll hopefully keep it before my pit stop. Yes I do. And apparently Bowie had a drive-through penalty after a bit of contact with me, but I don't see how that happened because I don't even think we made contact. But yeah, look at that unsafe release, that was so close. But luckily didn't lose any time, and I come out in 8th. So yeah, Bowie ahead of me, he's a few seconds ahead, but he's effectively a pit stop behind because he unluckily got a drive-through penalty. So that's a shame for him because we were having a bit of a battle there, but I have closed in. He is on 10 lap old tyres, and I'm on fresh tyres, so this should be a pretty easy overtake. And I've saved curves in the Hangers race, bit of DRS, and I'm going purple, so I'm pretty fast at the moment, and I am going around the outside. Bowie backs off, he knows we're not really racing each other sadly. Well yeah, up to 6th place, and things are looking really good. Quite a few cars ahead of pitting. Fozzie has actually stayed out, which I'm not sure why. 11 laps on the prime tyres, bit risky. We're on lap 13 here, I'm in the lead, Linz up to second, and Bonta's third. He's on top form at the moment. I didn't have a clue if he was there on pure pace, but he actually was, which I found quite surprising, but yeah, hats off to him. Finished 6th in the last race, battled me hard, and yeah, on good form. But Fozzie's fought his way back up to 2nd, overtaking Linz and Bonta, and he sets the fastest lap of the race. But I'm thinking numbers at the moment. I've got about 8-second lead to him, so I'm going in the lead mix. I'm going to pit at the end of lap 18, so he'll probably be around 4 seconds, I'd say, behind me before my pit stop. Then I'll get the undercut on him and probably increase the gap to about 6-7 seconds, and then yeah, hopefully he doesn't catch up to me too much at the end, because he will be on the option tyres and on fresher tyres by a couple of laps. So yeah, it's going to be a really interesting end to the race. I actually there just checked if I had pit assist off just to make sure. Yeah, 5th place. I've come out behind Massey and ahead of Linz, who was on the exact same strategy as me. So I've covered him off nicely, and usually I use the rich mix after I come out the pits, but not this time. I didn't want to catch up to Delta, who's in for FTR Sauber, and Massey, who haven't pitted, so they're a pit stop behind. And yeah, I do catch up to them. They're battling quite hard on warm tyres. DRS anchors, trying to get past Delta first, but he's got DRS as well, so it's pretty difficult. He comes across me, so I have to back off. I really don't want to get tangled with these guys, because realistically I'm not racing them for position. So I need to be very careful there. Looks like Delta lost the back end, so wasn't sure if he was going to spin it. But yeah, they're battling each other, so they might not realise that I'm behind them too much. So it's really risky, and with Fozzie about 4 or 5 seconds behind, I'm losing time and I need to get past them as soon as possible. So I'm not going to get past them here, but the hanger straight's the optimum place to get them. DRS, a little bit of curves. Rich mix, here we go, DRS, let's do this. Massey defends, but I bet he didn't expect me to go up the inside there. I'm in a prime position here to get past Delta as well. Nicely done. 2 cars overtaken, a very good overtake, if I do say so myself. So that's 1st place. And yeah, it was a bit pointless because they both just pitted. But yeah, it's getting really interesting at the moment between me and Fozzie. 4.5 second gap. I've set the fastest lap of the race. Or not, because Fozzie is quite a bit faster than me. He's on the option tyres compared to me on the prime, and his tyres are 2 laps newer. But I fended him off. I lapped Delta here, who had a broken front wing, so good of him to get out the way. I actually nearly lapped Swain. He won his first race in Singapore and I nearly lapped him. So I didn't know what was going on, but we're coming home. My first win in about 5 races. Get in there, I was so happy. Oh, such a great race. Alex disconnected and he definitely would have been up there, could have won it, but we'll never know. So myself finishing with my 7th win of the season. Fozzie gets his first podium in F1XL, so well done to him, and a great drive from Bonta. Linz is up there, and my teammate finished in 11th, sadly, just behind Bowie. And here's the championship standings. I've got a 132 point lead, so championship nearly over, couple of wins and I've won it, but yet tight from 2nd to 8th. Fozzie up to 7th, overtakes Clarkey, and Bonta flies up the standings with that podium, so good job there from him. In the constructors, Red Bull miles ahead, and I think the rest of the standings are pretty much the same. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Those are the highlights around 13 in Britain. Next race is in Japan, so hopefully you can join us then. Goodbye.